I know. I said the whole time. He's running. I'll let you get comfortable. I know he wouldn't. She said to tell you that the husband was the package. Oh, yeah.
There's a box back there for that. Let's see it back there at the door back there.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Thanks.
That's Harley. That's Harley.
I think it's Harley Sansbury. I think.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was Harley. Yeah. You've got Linda Cox and Bob coming in, and that'll do. That's going to make it fine. Starting to get a crowd in here now. This lady's going to present you with a quilt here.
Oh, she is?
A Valor quilt, and she is from Robinson.
Oh.
Okay. She's getting ready to come. She's got her. No matter what, Linda, you happy birthday.
Thank you.
How you doing? Happy birthday. Yeah, Linda, there she said.
Yep, good to see you. Happy birthday. 100 years.
100
That's a good time.
You got to live a long time to be 100.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm right behind you, though. I'm getting there. Well, happy birthday,
Happy
Tim.
birthday.
Here you go. Look who's here. You've got somebody else
Oh,
here.
Henry.
I guess
Pretty good.
we're supposed to come around on this
It's my
side.
day.
Yeah, they don't want to film your behind.
That's what I thought.
How do you feel? You feel like you're 30 or 40?
Seems like I was 99 yesterday.
Yeah.
Today I'm 100.
Sneaks up on you, don't it?
Slipped right up on me. Yeah.
Good to see you up here.
Well, good to see you.
Maybe a couple more years.
We're going to get you, but not your behind, right?
You will be here.
Tip, I'm going to get my picture taken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's Eddie.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So you weren't bad, Ed?
No. This is all going to be clipped
This is
in.
an old cousin of mine.
Oh, okay, just like
Yeah.
Is she ready now?
Go ahead.
Okay, here, then tell Jerry. Yeah, well, then we'll tell Jerry and we'll maybe stop people for a little bit.
Okay, is he done then?
I don't know. I don't know what his bill
Okay.
what it is.
I want to tell you, I read the whole article in the Greenup Press, and
I'll tell him that. I'm going to get away from here and this lady's going to make a presentation. Yeah. That's the last time I saw her. There you go.
Tip. This is Grace Massey Purdy. And she is going to give you a Quilt of Valor. And she has a few questions for you.
Okay, my name is Grace Massey Purdy, and I'm a member of the Quilts of Valor from Robinson, Illinois. And we've gotten his name. We found out that Hubert is 100 years old today. Well, I'm trying to. So this is Tip's 100th birthday, and we didn't want to miss out on giving him a wonderful Quilt of Valor. The first Quilt of Valor group was started in 2003 by a Catherine Roberts out of Ohio when her son was in Vietnam. Since that time, we have distributed 180,000 quilts, and they were all meant to show appreciation and give comfort to our wonderful members of this service. Tip is a hardworking farming family. He owned a centennial farm, and his father was a World War I vet, and his son Richard was in Vietnam, and of course he was in World War II. He began after being drafted in 1941, and he served with the 34th Infantry Division of the 175th Field Artillery. He really was something. His group was, he personally shot that first shell at the Germans in the war when he served in Tunisia, Africa. He served for a year there in Africa, and then he started at the toe of Italy, and he went on up the boot, and he was there in Italy for 2 years. And while he was in, he met many famous people. He met Queen Elizabeth, he met General Eisenhower and General Patton, he met Winston Churchill. When he finished up, he had accrued 650 days fighting in the front lines. We were really proud of him. Can you imagine being in that area and shooting those big guns? Since he came back from the service, he's been very active as well. He married his wife, Catherine Ashby, and continued farming. And it wasn't, I think it was 30 years ago, he sold the farm and moved into Greenup. But before that time, they had been members of the Jack Oak Church of God, 85 years. And so since he's been here, and probably before that, he has served with his political party, the Democratic Party, and he was useful with counting the votes and serving at the county when they had their county fairs at the Democratic table, encouraging people to vote. So we are really helpful. He's always been a very friendly man and very neighborly, helpful to everybody. He's always known. And so now I wanted to give him this wonderful quilt in recognition of his service, his sacrifice, and his valor in serving in World War II. Thank you so much for all your service.
Well, thank you.
God bless you. Yep. It might be warm enough you don't need it, but it's anyway. So that's the Quilt of Valor. Thank you, thank you.
You bet. Thank you. Okay, now everybody can come.
It is such an honor, I know, for all of us to be here tonight to celebrate 100 years of his life. Just absolutely amazing. A life that has been so well lived and makes us so proud to have him a member of our community. We have a sort of a false belief, I think, that as men get older, they turn into grumpy old men. Not Tip. My granddaughter lives across the road with other neighbor children next to him. Tip is the most patient, kind, generous, sensitive gentleman to them, and they just love to be there when his garage door's up and when he's out mowing his yard or when he's doing the numerous things that he does. And it's such a joy to have him in our neighborhood. We thought that maybe on this very special occasion, it would be nice to get 100 people to donate $1 to symbolize this 100 years of his life. And we got more than that, and the neighbors and friends and relatives are just so proud of our being able to honor him in this way. So we have a sign that says, "Happy birthday, Tip, 100 years." And then we have all the names here. And I want to recognize that Ann Roberts helped me. You never know about asking people for money, but it was a joy. They were so willing. And Ann helped, and Brandon and Rebecca Jackson, and Olivia. And so this is here, and this is for Tip. And have you all ever seen $100 bills stacked up? It's kind of neat. Oh my God. And do you remember when we used to get spanked on birthdays? A spank for each year? And then they'd say, "and one to grow on"? Well, we've got more than $100, so we've got 25 more for Tip to grow on and thrive on and be alive here in our community for another 100 years.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good to see you,
Well,
Tip.
good to see you. Where's the baby at? Well, right here she is. Olivia, kept wanting to see you. Come here, Olivia. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Well, thank you. Oh, no.
Well, look at that $100 bill. We'll have to take a picture of that later. That was really nice.
It was.
I'm just going to put this on your shoulder till she leaves because she's going out the door in just a minute. Or she's trying to get out the door. They're from Robbins.
Hey, old timer.
Well, yeah. Hello there.
Congratulations. Good seeing you again.
Yep.
I'll see you Sunday
Okay.
at church.
You'll be sitting here in a few years.
You think I'll last as long as you did?
No. Yes, you will.
Well, you take care.
Okay. Hello there.
Hello, Charlie.
I want you to get me some berries this year.
Well, I hope I'm able. Done it a long time, didn't you?
Yes, you did. Oh, you know I've never been there.
Good to see you, Donnie.
Anyway, happy birthday.
Yeah.
What's that on your offer?
Well, I don't really want on it, but it's all right.
I'll bet somebody made you a blanket. Did somebody make you a blanket?
No, it was from up Robinson.
Okay.
You used to make me a good gooseberry pie.
Oh my gosh, nothing wrong with your memory. You know, and I haven't made them for a long time. This is probably the last one I gave you.
Probably, well, it's all right. I enjoyed it.
Well, good. You're doing okay.
Yeah, I am.
Good. Well, I'm glad you got that extra to throw on.
Yeah, that $100 is quite a stack of them now.
I'd say. You had the extra.
It's an extra, yeah.
Good. Glad you're here to celebrate.
Thank you for coming.
Well, Eloise, how are you doing?
All right.
That's good. I'll get this off so you're more comfortable. I don't want it dragging on the floor.
Okay.
I might trip on it. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, it is.
Very pretty. We're going to lay it on the table in front of us.
Okay.
Look at all that money. Where could we go, Tim? Go on, Trick.
Well, hello there, Joe. How you doing, Joe?
Yeah, he's over 100 now.
Look at it. Look at $100 there.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm ready to leave now. Still working every day?
Still working every day.
Oh, good. Sing special every Sunday?
Every Sunday.
That's good. Yeah.
How's it going?
Okay. How you doing, Howard?
Doing all right.
Well,
Happy birthday. 100.
Larry, how you doing? Pretty good? Yeah. He may take your picture. Just stand there and look at it for a little bit.
That looks like it. It might. Everybody signing your card, is it?
Well, I've got 50 so far.
Yeah.
So looky there. I think I'll leave right now. $100.
You all right?
Yeah.
It'll be Christmas time.
Okay. Who is this? Oh, yep. Well, hello.
That just worked out there. She ought to go to.
Yeah, sure did.
How long that been? Yep.
Doing okay. How you doing?
Very good.
Do you go past my house about every day?
Every day.
I thought your boy and Troy was about the same age, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Good to see you.
You're looking good.
That's just a I can't help that.
You be careful.
Okay. Happy birthday. Thank you. I've got that money. I think the program's over. Ready to leave now. I got that. How you doing?
Don't spend it all in one place.
No, not. Yeah.
You'll probably know you'll give it away.
Well, good to see both of you. Good to see both of you.
You too. Oh, well, I'll have 30 more years to go before I get to be 100.
Okay, I know that. You know that, man.
Why don't you put this in here somewhere? That's
Yeah, I know him, yeah. When he going overseas again? You don't know? I'd like to, would you?
I'd like to.
Have you got a job here?
Go where the jobs are.
good to tell you. Good to see you. You're good to be
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna walk. Happy birthday, Dip.
How come you want to wish me a happy birthday?
Well, it's your birthday, isn't it?
Yes.
We know. 100 years, that's pretty good.
Well, it's 99, you didn't come around.
When you was 99? Well, probably. I see you. All right.
All right.
Tip, have you got any leftovers?
No, not really. You don't need none, do you?
I am the one I've been seeing, you know. Yeah.
How's it going, neighbor?
Hello.
Big day today.
Good day today.
We've been talking about it for a while, haven't we?
Sure have. Looky there, what she does.
I know. My mom, she's a little loopy sometimes.
I'd like to have 2 or 3 birthdays a year like that.
Me too. It's a nice paperweight, right? A paperweight made of paper.
Yeah. Well, good to see you.
Well, it's good to see you too. I saw Pam was over at your house this morning. Did she have you out about early this morning?
Well, she went to Charleston to get a birthday cake for me.
Oh, okay.
So she stayed a while before she left to go.
Okay.
And I'm going to take it with me when I go down there to bowl Thursday.
All right. Oh, share it with your bowling people?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know this isn't really your thing, probably all the pomp and flair here, but we do really appreciate that. Everything you do.
I don't do much on it. See me.
You're an example for people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I point to you, and I mention you when I want to talk about a life well lived, and a guy who does things the right way. You know, some of the things we talked about in the past, you know, and I really appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm glad to have you for a neighbor.
Hi, Tim. How are you doing? This is quite an honor, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know who I am? You know us?
Yeah,
You've
you
seen
know.
us for a while. Richard and Nora Redfern.
Oh, yeah, Richard does. Yeah, I sure have.
I thought you should know us. You just couldn't think. It's been a long time since we've seen you.
Yeah. You still live where you always did?
No, we moved to Springfield about 14 years ago. We live up in Springfield now.
Close to the governor?
Close to the governor. We're trying to straighten him out up there.
Having much luck, though.
Keep it trying. Keep it trying.
Hey, Chip. He's going to play house.
Where's Keith at?
He's in rehab.
In rehab? How many more days does he know? Is he?
Yeah. He called me today and says he'll find out Thursday how many more days in rehab because they're just going week by week by week.
Yeah. He's got to go bowling tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay. Now you may have to drive for yourself. Pam wants to take the cakes and you. Good to see you.
Yep. Okay, where you going? Look at the money. Hi, Uncle Tip. How you doing? I'm good. You?
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Yeah. 100 years, huh?
100 years, yep.
Dang it.
It takes a long time to get to be 100.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They're going to live.
How you doing? Carol told me to tell you she loves you. She had to work in Champaign.
Yeah.
But she told me to tell you she loves you. She wanted to be here so bad.
Yeah, okay.
How you doing? Good?
Oh, pretty good.
Good. Still getting around good and
I
everything.
think I'll leave now.
Yeah. I'd wait a while. You might get a little bit more. Huh?
Well, you could add to it if you want.
Oh, I got your card over there. I ain't got no money. You'll read it and see.
Okay.
You'll read it and see, yeah.
All right.
So how are you, Tip? How are you doing?
Oh, okay.
Well, congratulations.
Doing that.
Oh boy, I think
Doing
I'll
better now.
just take this one.
Yeah. How you doing?
Oh, real good. Are you still trying to get out there and walk? It's pretty snowy out there.
Well, not in this kind of weather. I've been past your house few times lately. You seen it go by or what?
No, you was walking?
Yeah.
Well, my gosh, I didn't know you got that far.
Yeah, I walked that far.
Oh, I'll be darned. Well, that's good. Well, congratulations.
Thank you for coming.
The next time you go by, you'll have to stop and we'll have a cup of coffee.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, I'm Mary Irvin.
Mary Irvin.
Toledo.
Toledo, Irvin.
I used to use the back when you come to
Thank you.
Many more. Now don't.
Right. We're not too far from you.
Well, congratulations, Uncle Tip.
You know we're O'Reilly.
I'm Bonnie's husband, Al.
O'Reilly,
Bonnie. Yeah, Lena's daughter.
Is Bonnie here?
Yeah, she's over here talking to somebody else.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Glad you got to come.
Yeah.
What are you doing for your spare time? You're not working anymore.
No, I retired. So, teaching a class at church and getting out at Lake Charleston and looking at some birds.
She's sick today.
You stole Lena's house?
You will.
Yes, that got sold. Yeah.
I used to work with
How
Greg.
about the car? Sold it too?
I think Trey got it.
Trey got it.
Where did you work? Whose house?
Hi, Tip. Millie. Jimmy.
Jimmy who?
Happy birthday, buddy. I don't know his last name yet. I just picked him up.
I picked him up time or two.
Yes, you have.
You used to haul Richard around when he couldn't drive. Richard, you used to haul him around once in a while. Whatever happened to that girl had them horses? Right.
What'd they pin on you? I saw them pin something on you a while ago. Yeah, they pinned this.
Oh, yeah, that's what it says.
Yeah.
What does it say?
It's a $50.
Is it?
Right. Yeah, it's a $50 and it's got the gold eagle.
I just kind of knew we would.
And everything else, it's a, I don't know if it's high class or a money clip. I think it's a money clip. We're going to get our picture taken. So I want a copy of it. I'll bring you down a copy.
Hey, you know who I am, right? Your neighbor?
Oh, yeah.
You've seen so many people you may not know. Happy birthday.
I can't see it too good. Well, thank you. I just saw your husband a while ago. And Olivia, I saw her.
Yeah, I see her come up and give you a hug.
And then your mother-in-law, she done a lot of talking here about me. Yeah.
Yeah, she sure did. Do you feel any different? Do you feel any different?
I think she's the one collected this money.
Yes, me, Olivia, Brandon, and her friend. Yep, we sure did.
Now there's money. More, you could put more right there if you wanted to.
Well, my pockets are empty.
Mine aren't.
Do you take credit cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a little boy. Yeah. So, well, I think other people are wanting to talk to you. So, happy birthday.
Oh, looky there.
Oh, thank you, Olivia.
Thank you.
You get more than another pile.
Go ahead. I want to wish you happy birthday. I am Isla Carroll's granddaughter.
Who?
Isla Carroll. I'm Golda's daughter.
Oh, yeah, you're golden.
I am Nikki.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to come wish happy birthday for my family.
Yeah.
And because I know you were Grandma's favorite.
Yeah.
You're also my favorite. And Auntie's favorite. As my Aunt Esther.
Yeah.
We were talking about you the other day. And she said, you and your wife, Catherine.
Where's Esther at?
She lives in Evansville now.
Is she?
Yes. Yes. She moved up. She moved up.
Okay.
Hi, Uncle Chip. It's Bonnie here. How are you?
Yeah, I see who you are.
I probably was supposed to put this card someplace, but I want to see you open it.
Is it a music one?
It just might be. There you go. Says, and God said, "Let there be light." There was your birthday cake. Is that enough light for you? 100 candles?
100 candles, yeah. Hard to find one like that, wasn't it?
There weren't too many to choose from. I remember at, oh yes. Yeah. And Alan's here too.
Yeah, I already.
You already said something?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get a picture? Okay. I'll put this with your card so you can enjoy it later. Yes, Amy, Soretta's middle daughter that has the 2-year-old twins, she lives in Charleston, so I get to see her pretty often.
Yeah.
How's Tip?
Okay.
Okay. Guys off from Bowen, I said to tell you happy birthday, my son.
Did they?
Tony, still Bowen with Tony.
Oh, with Charleston.
Yeah, still Bowen with Charleston.
Yeah.
Travis said to tell you happy birthday. He's Bowen with Marshall now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
How's that? Pretty much died down at Charleston? Or?
Yeah, and the new guy took over. Got rid of Cooley.
Did that help, Eddie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming back. He's coming back better.
Okay.
Yeah, he's doing more things. Get things cleaned up.
Jim? Okay. Jim Bond. Jim Bond. Jim Bond. How you doing today? I'm better since I've seen you. You remember Jane?
I'm Jim's wife, Jane.
Oh, are you? Yeah. Yeah, they used to say, he married a warrior. I thought you were a warrior of the office.
No, I was a lawyer. I used to play that joke on people. Yeah.
See?
It's you and me again.
Huh?
It's you and me again. Do you want to turn sideways a little bit so we can look at each other? All right. We're here tonight to commemorate 100 years of life. Not that many people live to be 100 years old, and you're the first one I've known that still has it all together. So I think that's quite an accomplishment, Tim. And look at all the friends you have here tonight. That's quite a statement.
Yeah, it is.
So pretty much how well you've lived your life, the friends you've made, and the people you've befriended. So tell me what you think about being 100.
The last year this come on so easy, I didn't realize it would, wasn't 100 or what.
But you said you would have been satisfied to live to be 95, and here you live to be 100.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's kind of important to know.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty good life.
Yes, it has. Never been in the hospital for anything.
Never been in the hospital for anything?
Well, maybe for just in and out.
Yeah.
I had hernias took all too, and I was just in there for the day, not overnight.
Yeah, they don't like to keep you too
Never had no broken bones or nothing.
And that's amazing for a farmer.
Yeah, it is.
Because you pretty much farmed your whole life, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what. Well, worked at the ASCS office, but I'm still farming when I worked there.
Yes. Did you start farming as soon as you came back from World War II?
Yes, that's all I ever did, farm.
Yeah.
I never did work in the factory. I was farming.
Well, tell me something about your farm. When you started farming, did you buy your ground, or were you renting your ground, or how were you doing it?
Well, when I started farming, I was renting it for about 5 years. Then I bought that place. Then
More north of Timothy. Okay. Did you remember what your first tractor was like? Because didn't you start out with mules or horses or something?
Well, I lived with horses when I was real young. Then I had a little farm tractor for a few years. Then I went to the Army. And then when I come back, I farmed a bigger tractor than farmed then, see.
Okay. And I guess you felt like you'd arrived when you got
You're giving this guy a lot of attention, that's good. He deserves it. I say you deserve a lot of attention.
Really? Okay. Okay.
100 years, that deserves some attention,
Thank you.
doesn't it? Yes, it does.
He knows me pretty good.
Charlie.
Charlie Finney.
Oh, heck yeah.
Well, let's come back here. So when did you marry Catherine, and how did you know her?
Well, I married her about 6 months after I got back from the Army.
Okay.
So while I was in the Army, I just barely knew her, you know. So when we got back, I don't know, we started going together, and then I married her.
Okay. And what was her maiden name?
Ashby.
And where was she from?
Oh, she was around, well, first she was around Union Center. Then they moved up close to Decatur.
Oh, okay.
So that's where she finished. That's where I got her while she was living up there.
Okay. And she waited for you while you were gone to the war?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I think that's okay. I wanted to know a little bit more about this. I know it's a long story, but I want to know where you got your nickname Tip. Why are you Tip? I never heard you called Hubert or anything else. I want to know why you're called Tip.
There was an old codger that lived about a quarter of a mile from us, and his name was Tipsword. And I used to go over there and just visit with him when I was a kid. So first thing you know, they got to call me Little Tip.
Little Tip?
Because I visited with the old Tip. So that's been called that ever since.
Was that Ed Tipsword, or who was it?
No, it was John. It was Tip. There was two fellows, Tip Tipsword and John C. Tipsword. They were brothers.
Okay.
And now they're a little my relation.
Oh, okay. The Tipswords are?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I remember the name of their building up there wasn't a Tip where prices are born, not raised. When Ed Tipsword's building up there on the road to the Sportsman's Club.
Yeah.
Where prices are born, not raised.
That's right.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah,
that's the same family?
Yeah, same family.
Okay. I was curious about that. Yeah.
Same family.
And so Tip stuck. Yeah. How many brothers and sisters did you have?
I had 2 brothers and 7 sisters.
Well, let's hear their names.
Well, Podger, they called him, was a brother.
I remember Podger.
And Bob was the other.
I know who Bob was.
Then my sisters was Lena, and Leila Maud, Harriet, and Dorothy, and Donnie, and Shirley Ann, and Jane. Jane,
Is anybody left besides you?
one Diane, she lives in Springfield.
Springfield.
She's the next to the youngest, and I was born next to the oldest.
Next to the oldest and next to the youngest is all that's left. And what was your father? Was he a farmer?
A little bit, but he was a carpenter. Carpenter. He helped build houses and made, just a carpenter. Just doing carpenter every day, had done something.
So, did he build your homes or did?
No, it was before the 130 went through.
Yes.
We lived in a house there, and the road took the house.
Oh, sure.
So we had to take it back. Had to slide it back about 300-400 feet. And then we just fixed it up, and that's all we lived. It's a two-room house.
All of those people in a two-room?
Two-room house, yeah.
I guess you guys were real well acquainted. You better get along, hadn't you?
Well, the kids got along better in those days. They didn't have no toys to play with and nothing. They just enjoyed each other.
Uh-huh. And was your folks religious? Did you always go to church?
Yeah, they always went to church. Went to Jack Oak Church.
Jack Oak Church. And how long were you there at Jack Oak Church, your membership?
Well, all my life, except the 4 years I was in the Army. And then about 5 years old when I first grew up, I didn't go, I went there 80 years.
My goodness, that has to be a record up there, for sure.
Yeah. And I taught the Sunday school most all the time.
Did you really?
Yeah.
And what age group did you teach?
All ages.
All ages?
All ages.
So you know a lot about the Bible then, don't you?
Well, I did then, yeah.
We've got somebody else that wants to come and greet you. We're going to let them come in here. Come on, Sheila.
You made it. Happy birthday.
Well, yeah, thank you.
And Sheila. It's Sheila. Tim's wife.
Oh, yeah. How do you like to live where you do?
Oh, we love it.
Good.
And I was got stuff ready to make your pie, and Tim hasn't moved my pie plates yet, so I'm going to get my pie plates and I'll make your pie.
Okay.
And I'll have him bring it to you.
Well, Bob's daughter brought me a pie yesterday, an apple pie, and I eat half of it before she left. I don't like day old pie. I eat it all one day.
Pretty good, was it?
Yeah, it was an apple pie.
Well, this one's going to be blackberry.
All right, sure.
But I'll see you on the
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
Well, you had any cupcakes yet?
No, I haven't. Have you?
No, I didn't either. I wasn't real hungry for one, but they really look good. So is your cake. Did she tell you about your pie?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
She didn't have any pie pan. So I'm going to have to go by and get her pie pan so we can get you a pie.
Do that. Okay.
That's even more important than the eggs I bring in.
Yeah. Under there, and then there's room there for some more.
So you're starting on the second one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad you come.
Well, we're glad to be here.
Well, I'm glad you got you a church.
I'm happy about that.
Hi, Tim. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
How are you doing?
Well, pretty good.
Pretty good. Haven't seen you in a while.
I thought.
That's
How you doing,
true.
Uncle Tip? How you doing, Uncle Tip?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm all right.
You're all right, huh?
100 years old. We don't get to see this very often at all.
Don't. I don't get to see very many people myself that's 100.
Oh, yeah.
I'd ask them questions. How is these 100? You know, how you talk to.
You know, they don't even make birthday cards for 100. We couldn't find one that said 100.
Well, I've got 60 cards, and I'll bet 15 now. I've got 100 of them.
Okay.
I don't know where they got them.
I don't either.
Yeah, because we looked and we couldn't find any past 95. We couldn't find any past that.
Does your daughter still work down there with in the basic reflection?
Granddaughter?
Granddaughter, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Still there.
Got somebody else behind us in line to wish you a happy birthday.
Okay.
So
Well, thank you for coming.
You take care.
Okay, I will.
hi, Tip.
Hello?
How are you?
Oh, okay.
Okay. I just seen you Thursday.
It makes you happy to be 100.
Does it make you happy?
Oh, my, yeah.
That's a pretty good achievement. I said that's a pretty good achievement.
You have to live a long time to be 100.
And you're doing good.
Well, you think I'm good for another 1 year?
Oh, maybe 5, 6.
Ooh, no.
I'm pushing it.
I don't know how many. One more.
One more?
Yeah.
Well, you still got to come to the meetings. You still got to come to the meetings. That'll keep you going.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does. I look forward to that. Coming
Yeah.
to the meetings.
Our meetings are usually pretty good.
Yeah.
You want to take up where we left off?
I guess.
You think you can do that? Okay. Well, let's see what else we're going to talk about here. These are questions from your family, so I think that's good to know. You said, what year did you get electricity and what year did you get a TV?
Well, I got electricity in 1952.
Okay.
And probably TV about 3 years later.
Okay.
1953.
Okay. All right. Can you remember, did you watch it a lot? Were you fascinated when it first arrived there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everybody was.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite TV show?
Well, yes, but I forget what the Amos and Andy done was.
Oh my gosh, everybody loved Amos and Andy. Yeah.
But I'll tell you about others, but yeah, I enjoyed it, yeah.
Well, good. Well, another thing was, when did you get your first indoor bathroom? That's a real important milestone, is the bathroom.
Well, we got it I moved there in 1950, so I got it in probably 1952.
Okay, all right. 1952.
Yeah.
And did you build your house, or was it already there?
No, it was an outdoor place.
Okay.
We had to make a place in the inside of the house. You know.
Sure. We're going to get your family up here around you for a shot, and they're going to stand around you, and Jerry's going to get a picture of him and Dixie so that you've got this for memories. Okay, hang on. Just line up around here.
Over there.
Here. Where's Mom?
You want to get right up here, do you?
Mom is still there.
Got it?
Oh, the grandma. Mine? Very good. I know you are. Very cool without heels. Yeah, come on. I know it.
Pip, I don't think I told you happy birthday. You remember who I am, right?
Yeah, I remember.
I'm too mean and Ari to forget, right? Happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
Okay. During the Depression, tell me what some of your memories of the Depression are.
The memories of it? Well, I don't know. It just didn't have nothing much, you know. That's all I know.
Yeah.
And the neighbor, nobody had much. That's all I know.
You always had gardens, I guess. Did you grow you always grew your own gardens?
Oh, yeah.
And you guys had your own cattle and pigs?
Yep. And we raised about everything we needed to eat, you know.
Uh-huh. Well, that was an advantage to being a country person over a city person, wasn't it?
Blackberries, I'd pick maybe 50 gallons.
Wow.
And Mom would can them. That was our fruit in the wintertime.
Uh-huh. Sure. You still like blackberry pie and gooseberry pie?
It sure does, yeah.
Well, I heard somebody talking a while ago they were going to fix a gooseberry pie for you, so I think you're going to get one of these days.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Okay. Well, let's see what else we want to talk about. When you came back from the war, you told me a story about how you'd saved your money or something while you were overseas and all. How much did they pay you guys to fight that war? I mean, you weren't getting rich off of it, were you?
When I first went in the Army, I just got $21 a month. And then when I went overseas, I got $30 a month. And then a little later on, why I was got to be a corporal, then I got, I think, $40 a month. So that's just about it. And there was nowhere to spend your money.
So you say.
So I had saved it, see, nowhere to spend it. The only way, we got a lot of cigarettes, and I didn't smoke. So I'd save my cigarettes, and when I went to town, you could get $10 for a carton. So you had that money to spend in town.
There you go. That was a good, you know what, you never smoked, and you're 100.
Yeah, I never did smoke, never did drink. Never drank one beer or nothing.
That's pretty good testimony to good, clean living, isn't it? Very good testimony. And you've enjoyed good health all these years.
Yes, I have.
Now I want to see what else your kids want to know. What was your first car? What kind was it?
It was a 36 Ford. And I paid $175 for it. And it was about 2 years old at the time. So that was my first car. So when I went to the Army, I just give Dad the keys, and he drove all while I was going through the Army.
Well, that was good. You had a car then during the war, didn't they?
Yeah.
If you could get any tires for it, or gas.
Well,
had to ration that gas, didn't they? Do you remember, were your kids born in hospitals, at home, and how much did it cost to have a baby back then?
I just had 2 kids, and they were born up at Charleston. Charleston had a hospital.
Charleston Hospital.
And they had their born up there.
Okay. And you've lost both of your kids, and I knew both of your kids.
Yeah.
So that's probably the greatest sadness in your life, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to rank anything. Yeah, that would be very hard. And Richard was in the war, Vietnam War, and you were in World War II.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And my dad was in World War I.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And where did he serve?
He was down in Texas, close to the Mexican border.
Okay. Texas, Mexican border. Okay. Do you have any advice for young people besides don't smoke and drink? Because you're proof of it. You're proof of it.
Well, go to church.
Go to church.
That's the important thing, is go to church.
And I like that. That's good tip to hear that. That's good advice to share. Well, we want to thank you today for being here with all of us and sharing your life and sharing your experiences. And I know that your family has enjoyed every bit of being with you.
Can I get a picture of it right here, right quick? Hello there. Right here.
Thank you.
Johnny, thank you. Thank you, John.
Sure.
See you at the Hootenanny.
Oh, yeah, we will.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah, right. We got to.
Yeah.
That's good. Real good.
Okay.
Keep it up.
All right, you too.
Hi, Tip. Hi, my name is Mike. Mike Genovola. I work at a VAPCO.
Oh, you did?
Yes. And your neighbor, Brandon.
Yeah.
He told me that today was your 100th birthday.
Yeah, it is.
And I've heard the story about you fighting in the war for us in World War II, and I'm very appreciative of that. And you are a super special guy, and we made you this little. It's a little. You can use it how you want, maybe a paperweight, but it's stainless steel, and we etched the American flag on here.
Yeah.
And then on the back we have, I don't know if you can see it, Happy 100th Birthday, Tip Carlen, and then we've got your birthday on the back here. So a small token of our gratitude. Thank you for your service and being a great person in the community. I've heard a lot of people have heard your story, and it impacts people whether you know it or not. So I wanted to personally come up here and tell you congratulations on your 100th birthday.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well, if you live long enough, you'll get there too.
Hey, I hope so. I'll keep my goal there, but I hope for 100 more for you.
Okay.
All right. Very nice meeting you, Tip. Have a great party.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Birthday, Uncle Tip.
Happy birthday. How are you?
There's you. Better get a couple more, that way you get plenty. Get 100 of them anyway, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember me, don't you?
I suppose.
Yeah, David, Dean's boy.
David who?
Carlen, Dean's boy.
Oh, yeah. I can't
You know,
see,
the one that likes Chevys?
I can't see the tail anymore. Yeah.
I still can't get him to drive a Ford.
He can't.
I don't know, he won't listen.
That's the only thing I ever had was a Ford.
I know.
Car and a pickup. Yeah. They were the best, I thought.
Yeah. Yep.
And Bob was pretty much that way too.
Yeah. Yeah, Grandpa was that way. Oh well. Yo, all can't be as good as me driving Chevys. Looks like you had a pretty good turnout.
Yeah.
They look like it.
Yeah, everybody's coming in. That's good. Hey, how are you?
Okay, I want to see this. I want to see it.
Pretty neat.
That is pretty neat. That is. Okay.
Well, we'll let you go.
Enjoy your birthday.
Okay, I will. There's 100 there.
He's a collecting, ain't he?
Yeah.
How you doing? How are you? Here's your card.
Well, thank you. There's something in there. They've got a place up there. They put the cards, but then.
Oh, are they? I'll get it.
Yeah. Where we're gonna eat? Where we're gonna eat?
Oh, I don't know. Here. Got money.
Hey, Larry. Oh, don't you mean
Pretty neat. I'll put my card up there. Sure. Did you ever think you'd get that age?
Well, I don't know. When I got in the 90s, I just kept living.
Yeah.
I never realized that, 91, I never realized it'd be 100.
Yeah.
But way back, I never give it a thought.
Never give it a thought, did you?
Well, way back when I turned 65, the insurance man come around, and he said the average life of a man would be about 72.
Right.
So I figured I wouldn't live long, or maybe 75 or something. Well, I kept it going.
You don't.
I never did have any broken bones or nothing.
Never one, huh?
You ever sick at all?
No, well, just maybe for a day or something.
Yeah.
That's about all. Well, not
I wanted to come and wish you a happy birthday.
Okay, did you?
I'm glad you made it to 100.
Well,
You've had a pretty long day, haven't you?
yes, Adam called me last night about 9 or 10 o'clock, and he said he wanted to talk to me one more time, but while I was 99.
99.
Then the next day, he's here.
Now, tomorrow's your birthday?
Oh, right today.
Today, the 18th.
Yeah, 12,
Well, you've
8,
had a
12,
big
8,
day.
12, 18, 19.
Yeah.
Well, you did it, didn't you, Tip? You told me you were going to make it to 100. You know who I am?
Did I tell you that?
You did. When you were out picking gooseberries. You told me you wanted to make it to 100, and here you are.
Here you are, huh?
Ready? Yeah. So, you feel like you're 100?
Well, yesterday I was 99. I can't tell the difference between 99.
Well, I doubt it if you can. Janet's going to take our picture. Thank you.
I know you.
Teresa Hauser. You used to come to my house and pick gooseberries.
Yes, I did. I see you now. I can't see too good.
You can't see me?
I can see, but I can't recognize.
Yeah, he couldn't tell who I was.
Now I know.
Yeah. You used to come out there and pick those gooseberries, and you told me one day when you were out there you wanted to be 100.
Did I really?
And here you are.
Here, I told you right, didn't I?
Yep. Night with me tonight, so gonna head on out. So happy birthday.
Glad we come.
Happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
This is your almost oldest nephew.
Yeah, Dean. You're Dean, ain't you?
Yeah. I'm almost your oldest nephew.
Oh.
Almost the oldest. There's a couple ahead of me.
Who's that?
Stephen and Larry.
And Steve and Larry's ahead of you?
Yeah.
Are they really?
Yeah, I think Steve's 4 years older, and Larry's about 9 months older. Larry will have a birthday for very long.
Larry, what is he, about 66?
Larry will be 70 years old.
Oh, he will.
And I'll be 70 years old next November.
You will. Well, you're just 30 away from the 30 years right behind.
Yeah, I'm 30 years behind.
Keep on living, you make it.
Well, I'll try.
You'll try. How old was Bob when he passed away?
78.
Was he 78?
Yeah. I think he died in 203.
203.
Getting pretty close to 20 years ago.
I think he died, and Catherine died about the same year. I think they did.
Yeah.
I was thinking she had died in 202, but it could have been. She died.
Well, he died. He died the first January. We buried him January the 20th of 203.
I think she died in, I don't remember, the 2nd March or 8 or something like that. There. And Dad didn't, well, we didn't expect him to, but Mom did before I got big enough to do it.
Oh, yeah? Podger needed it, though, wouldn't he?
Oh, yeah, but he was now, when I'll tell you.
Hey, Bob didn't either, probably.
When I was about 14, Dad's sister, Clarissa Titus, Titus.
Yeah.
He was on the farm up there around our farm. Of course, there was no briars up there. So he brought her down, Grandma Carlen was still living then.
Mm-hmm.
And then she brought, I don't know, 20 or 30 gallon jars. And
I
don't care.
You don't care? Are you getting tired?
No, not really. Set that over so I won't spill it.
Okay, I'll set it right there for you. Is that a good place? Okay, let's finish back up here. By the way, I like your suspenders. They're pretty much a star thing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Did you buy your dad a car?
Yes. When I was 14 years old.
You bought him a car?
Yep. I'd been cutting broom corn and I made $100. Well, I was 14 years old and there was nothing to spend it for. And so my brother, Uncle Si,
And I appreciate sharing your life and your history and your interview with us today, and I know your family will too. Cherish this. It's going to be quite a film. You can watch it over and over.
Yeah.
We thank you and being in our community.
Thank you.
I know my dad and mom always loved you.
Yes, they were.
Yeah. Okay, Tim.
Although I did vote for Trump.
Yeah, you told me.
It wasn't for a woman.
Well, try not to dislike all those women. Okay. Okay. I'll see you later. I'll see you.
Great minds think alike.